Life is integrated. Why isn't learning? Discipline-based learning was popularized in the mid-19th century, and while experts would argue that disciplines have unique epistemologies worth exploring, research has consistently shown that students in integrated programs demonstrate academic performance equal to, or better than, students in discipline-based programs. In addition, students are more engaged in school, and less prone to attendance and behavior problems. There is increased teacher collaboration and professional growth, and more opportunities to differentiate learning, all especially helpful for students with special needs. As the readings indicated, there is more than one way to integrate curriculum. The teachers at Hood River Middle School seem to use a form of Fogarty's shared model, as more than two disciplines were involved and the overlaps weren't identified in the planning stage but rather as teachers talked about what was happening in their classrooms. Like Jennifer Katz, Grade 8 English, Math, Science and Social Studies teachers in Idaho jointly created a yearly plan with 4 integrated units. In the fall, they begin with a unit titled We Are Nuts About You. This unit is centered on the novel, The Acorn People by Ron Jones, which is about a group of kids at a summer camp for children with disabilities. The kids in the novel embark on an adventure which requires teamwork, acceptance of others, capitalizing on others' strengths, and navigation skills. These are themes the teachers like to address at the beginning of the year. They incorporated academic skills and concepts related to orienteering such as degrees, measurement, scale, and Earth as a magnet, along with early explorers, journal writing, and of course, the novel. The unit culminates with students trekking through the South Hills of Idaho and completing an orienteering course in groups with compasses or GPS. The second unit, Get a Clue, requires students to use math and science skills to solve a crime. In social studies, students investigate the judicial system and take their case to court. In ELA, the focus is on mystery reading and debate based on persuasive writing backed up by research and the experiments done in math and science. Won't You Be My Neighbor is the third unit and explores the study of housing. Energy conservation and conversions, geometry, cost analysis, scale, measurement, settlements compared through history, and descriptive writing are a few of the academic topics covered in this unit. Students design and sell a house as the culminating project. It's a Wild Ride is the final unit which focuses on roller coaster design. Students learn and apply laws of motion, slope and linear equations. They engage in research, technical reading, and persuasive writing. As the project unfolds, they move from learning content-specific knowledge and skills to applying what they have learned in a group design task. Ultimately, the students must convince a theme park to accept their group's roller coaster design through persuasive presentations. Generally, these units seem to be examples of Drake and Byrne's theme-based multidisciplinary approach, which is similar to Fogarty's Webb model. There are other overlaps between Fogarty's models and the approaches outlined by Drake and Byrne's. The interdisciplinary approach and the connected model. Fusion and the threaded model. Along with the transdisciplinary approach and the immersed and networked models. The interdisciplinary approach and the integrated model also have similarities, and this seems to be the method used by Jennifer Katz. Fortunately, it is easier to identify connections between curriculum areas since Manitoba Education published Curriculum Essentials. These resources provide a quick overview of the mathematics, science, and social studies curricula in grades 1 to 8. For science, the big ideas or essential understandings are provided for each cluster on the second page. You will find the big ideas on the second page for social studies as well, however they are organized by general learning outcomes rather than by cluster. You will need to use the specific learning outcome numbers to find the big ideas for a specific cluster. Unfortunately, the Curriculum Essentials for Mathematics lists learning objectives on the second page rather than essential understandings. Fortunately, the Glance Across the Grades, Kindergarten to Grade 9 Mathematics resource includes the big ideas for each strand of the curriculum. In English Language Arts, the grade band descriptors can be reworded as big ideas. Obviously, there is no one right way to integrate curriculum and multiple ways to integrate the curriculum within a grade level. For example, 3 grade 6 teachers could create 3 different yearly plans. What is important is that you can explain the connections between the topics. Your first assignment is to create a year or semester plan for a specific grade level, following the 3-step process outlined by Jennifer Katz in the textbook.